talk about the makeup. The makeup of it is also on Google Classroom, so please don't feel the need to copy everything down. I put this all on Google Classroom under similar triangles. Can I ask, does it really matter to you how many points or how many questions are on there? Like come game day tomorrow, are you really going to remember that and make a difference? Really? If I just deleted that and never told you, somebody would ask, I bet. I just every year, I just wonder what's the big deal. But so there you go. 9 questions, 35 points. Last grade of the quarter. No homework grades next week. No test grades. We're studying for the midterm. So I'll give you some similar triangles, set up a proportion and solve. That's nothing new. Mid segments, make sure you know the 2 rules, parallel and half the third side. And it's got to be joined by the midpoints. Got to be midpoints. Okay, just because you see 2 sides are being joined doesn't mean it's a mid segment. It's got to be midpoints. 3 ways to prove triangles similar. I did want to quickly go over that because I think you guys are really just angle, and that's all you are. Because we've done so many proofs. But remember, if it's not a proof, there's still 2 other ways of proving triangles similar, and they are side similarity, which means what? All 3 pairs are in proportion, in the same. Remember, if 2 of them are and the third aren't, no, you're gone. No. And then the other one, side angle side similarity. Again, the angle has to be in between, and the sides have to be in proportion. There is a 4th desperation mode. If you need to, and it's possible, prove them congruent. That means they're similar if they're congruent. All right. Not used in proofs at all, but if you need desperation, there it is. There will be 2 proofs. I'm sorry, I skipped over. Factoring quadratic formula. You get the quadratic formula tomorrow. I am not going to force you to solve a quadratic one way or the other, but please realize there probably will be a problem on there tomorrow where you cannot factor, and you're going to have to use quadratic formula and leave it in simplest radical form. All right. So, but if it is a factoring problem, you can certainly use quadratic formula tomorrow. All right. 2 proofs. And I'm going to pat myself on the back here. I did a nice job on these 2 proofs. They're not like the one in your notes. You're not going to get a good old parallelogram and just go, up. 1 pair of angles. Here's the alternate interior. I'm good to go. It's going to be challenging to get those angles tomorrow. All right. So just be prepared for that. All right. It's just not going to be our typical parallelogram proof. And also, I can probably guarantee, I'll let you know now, we work 3 days on proofs, similar triangle proofs. So don't expect one of the 2 proofs just to be, hey, prove these triangles similar, and that's it. All right, expect it to be show the proportions are equal or the product of the means and extremes are equal. And just a heads up, don't want you to be blindsided. You may need the Pythagorean theorem tomorrow. Use it. But you can only use it if you're working with a right triangle. Remember, right triangles only for Pythagorean theorem. Alrighty? Anything you want to ask? I know yesterday we went over a quadratic formula problem where you had to break down the radical and separate it. If there's no diagram, is there any rejection? No diagram. Don't worry about rejecting. If there is a diagram, I do have to worry about possibly rejecting an answer, no matter if it's negative or positive. Anything here? Feel like we could take it right now. No, don't do that. Anything? Questions? Okay, so here's the deal. If you've been here the entire time, you're going to work on textbook problems today. If you've missed a couple days, you're going to work on the packet. All right? Please go to the beginning of the review in your packet for me, day 7. Please go to day 7. All right, top left-hand corner in the box. So the textbook questions you're going to try. That's only if you're done with the entire packet. Those are the textbook questions you're going to try in your groups today, except for the following problems. All right, on page 524 to 528, you guys have numbers 1 through 25 there. See that? Please don't do the following problems. Omit these because you're going to be like, what is it? What? I've never heard of that. It's because you haven't. 4, 8, 13, and 14. All right, please skip over those when you come to it. But everything else on that page and on page 529 are good to go. Answers are right on the back, very back of your packet. Okay. So again, haven't been here and the review in the packet's not done. You're doing that right now and checking your work. If the packet's complete, you're getting a hard copy of the textbook or your online textbook, and we're going to these textbook problems. Hey, I would suggest do about 5 problems in your group, then go to the answer key to see how you did. All right, a lot of practice today. Let's roll. Stay in your groups. Don't move around.